Don Mayfield. The first dog he ever matched was a dog named Lightning. He fought a total of 4 times with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. This proven game dog was the only recorded dog to ever live after a match with Tutor Spike. Another one of Don Mayfield's most famous dogs is one we will just refer to as N-Bomb because his name was actually a racial slur which I don't personally feel comfortable using. With that being said, this dog wasn't famous for fighting. He actually never had a match because he lost all of his teeth before he was 2 years old. This dog was, however, famous for what he produced. It's recorded that 7 of his offspring were matched at one event in Texas in the 1970s and all of them were proven to be game. Another one of Mayfield's dogs to be mentioned is Tombstone. Now Tombstone was bred by Don Maloney off of a stud named Maloney's Toot, an extremely hard biter who was the son of Tutor Spike out of Carver's Black Widow. Tombstone's mother was a scatterbred female out of Sparks, Heinzel, Tudor, and Corvino breedings. Tombstone was actually sold once and then sold or traded again to end up in Mayfield's hands. He was matched only once to Bullyson Jr. and after he won he was retired to stud. He was eventually sold again to Pat Patrick and he was bred to 15 females on his yard. I would like to also mention for all of you American Bully fans that the first ADBA registered Razor's Edge dog came from Mayfield's Zeus and Mayfield's Jinx. If there is any dogs I left out that Mayfield produced or matched, leave it in the comments. Now let's take a look at Bullyson. Walling's Bullyson was bred by Jerry Clemens out of Boudreaux's Eli and Boudreaux's Spook, and was owned by Bobby Hall and later sold to Red Walling and then to Maurice Carver. Bullyson had 3 recorded matches, 2 wins and 1 loss. Before he even set foot in the box, the dog men looking on described him as being a maniac of a dog and some even called him a man-biter. In his first fight it was said that he literally ate Bert's Red alive. At the final scratch, Bobby was barely able to hold him in his corner and was afraid to get bitten himself. It was said that later on when Carver took the dog, even he was intimidated by his man aggression. His second match was to Ed Weaver's Sir, and again, long story short, Bullyson just wrecked him. In Bullyson's third match, he lost to a larger and younger dog named Benny Bob. He even did a slight turn when given the opportunity to scratch and wouldn't fight. It should be stated for the record that Jerry Clemens, who owned Bullyson's mother, was a lab technician, and from what I have heard, he had taken blood from Bullyson the day before the match, and his blood count was about half what it should have been. They say it could have been due to recent breedings. One of Bullyson's famous productions was Bullyson Jr., who was a 3-time winner with 1 loss out of Wilkerson's Tina. I just wanted to throw that in there so you don't get confused when looking into pedigrees. I want to remind you all to let me know in the comments if there is any bloodlines you would like me to cover in one of my next videos.